Can you imagine getting a visit from the ship's fire department just because you wanted to take a hot shower? Yep, that can happen. Your cabin might look like a simple hotel room, but it's actually a minefield of rules and mistakes waiting to trip you up. Here are 17 things to never do in your cruise ship cabin. Number 1 mistake is showering with your bathroom door open. Now this might seem harmless, but it's actually a recipe for disaster because the smoke alarms on cruise ships are incredibly sensitive, and all that steam from your hot shower can set them off if the bathroom door is open. So next thing you know, you get a call from the customer service and the firefighting team will show up at your door, all while you're stark naked in the shower. Talk about the awkward way to meet the crew. So always keep that bathroom door closed when you're showering. Number 2 is walking naked or getting intimate on your balcony. And I know this seems obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people think that their balcony is completely private. Spoiler alert, it's not. There are cameras all over the ship, crew members working on lifeboats, and neighbors on both sides who can see a lot and hear pretty much everything. And so you may have heard stories of people getting in serious trouble for this, so keep your romantic moments inside your cabin where they belong, and always remember that your balcony is not as private as you think. Number 3 mistake is not using the do not disturb or make up room sign. Now these little signs are absolute lifesavers, and I cannot believe how many people ignore them. Again, nothing more awkward than your cabin steward walking in on you while you're getting dressed or having a private moment. So you can use those do not disturb signs when you need privacy, and then flip it to make up the room when you want to let your steward know that it's ready to be cleaned. It's a simple thing, just to prevent so many uncomfortable situations. Number 4 is booking a connecting cabin with strangers. And this is like having that hallway door right inside your cabin. And on older ships, you will hear absolutely everything from next door. And I'm talking about conversations, TV shows, snoring, and yes, everything else too. So unless you are traveling with family or friends that you want to connect with, try to avoid these cabins at all costs, because the walls are thin enough already without having a thinner door connecting you to strangers. By the way, if you're finding these tips helpful, hit that like button to let me know. And if you have any other cabin mistakes to share, leave them in the comments below. I would love to read them. So the next mistake, number 5, is leaving your balcony door open when you leave your cabin. And what happens is this creates this massive tunnel effect, and it can make it nearly impossible later to get back in your room. And I've experienced this myself, and it's incredibly frustrating trying to fight against the wind just to open your cabin door. And also it does mess up the ship's air conditioning system, so you might come back to find your room uncomfortably hot or humid. And here's something you might not expect. You might also find unwanted wildlife like bugs or even birds in your cabin. Number 6 is smoking or vaping in your cabin or balcony. This is absolutely forbidden, and for a good reason, because fire at sea is incredibly dangerous. So even on your balcony, the wind can carry ash or cigarette butts all the way to other balconies, creating a serious fire hazard. And the penalties can be very steep. Some people get hit with several $100 cleaning fees for smoking in their cabin, and some have been kicked off the ship and even banned. So there are designated smoking areas on every ship. Use them if you need to smoke, because it's not worth risking your entire vacation over a cigarette. Mistake number 7 is screaming, fighting, loud talking, because the walls in these cruise cabins are surprisingly thin. And if you're having an argument or just talking loudly, your neighbors can hear every word. So be mindful of your volume, especially late at night or early in the morning. Remember that everybody's trying to enjoy their vacation, and nobody wants to be kept awake by the drama next door. The next mistake is playing loud music on your balcony or in your cabin. And this is a common mistake, especially when people are feeling vacation vibes, they want to set the mood. But the thing is, your neighbors didn't pay thousands of dollars to listen to your playlist. And I've seen people blast music during peaceful, beautiful moments, like glacier viewing in Alaska. And it can really ruin the experience for anybody around them. So many cruise lines have banned Bluetooth speakers for that reason. But even smartphones now can put out some serious volume. So keep your music at a reasonable volume and then be extra considerate in quiet, scenic areas where people are really trying to relax and soak in the natural sounds. The next mistake is having any kind of open flame. Candles, incenses, they're all banned on cruise lines, but sometimes they do get snuck in, and you never ever want to light candles or incense in your cabin. It is a major fire hazard, and cruise lines have zero tolerance for open flames. So it doesn't matter if it's a romantic dinner or a birthday celebration, they will be confiscated immediately as soon as they see them. If you want to set some ambiance, bring some battery-operated LED candles instead. They have some that flicker and look pretty realistic. But the fire safety system on ships is incredibly sensitive. And just like that hot shower, the candles could also, and the incense definitely could set it off. And you don't want to be responsible for setting them off and dealing with consequences. The next mistake is not using your cabin safe, and I can't stress that enough. Definitely use it for your valuables. I've never had anything stolen on a cruise, and I think it's largely because I've always locked up my valuables immediately. Your passport, cash, jewelry, credit cards, they should go in there and stay in there as soon as you board. And I've heard stories of people leaving things out in the open, and it's as simple as your cabin steward comes to clean and has to go get something else. The door is open. Anybody can walk in and you'll never know. So don't leave things like that to chance, because that safe is there for a reason. The next mistake is living out of your suitcase. And I know this probably sounds like you're saving time by not unpacking, but the problem is it makes your entire cruise experience so much more stressful. The best thing to do is unpack as soon as your luggage arrives and store those suitcases under the bed. I like to use packing cubes to make this super easy. You just unzip them, put them right in the drawers, and you're done. And so you'll feel so much more settled and organized, and you won't have those hangers clanging around in your closet every time the ship moves. So trust me, just taking 10-15 minutes to unpack right away properly is worth it. Another big mistake that does happen a lot is leaving a big mess for your cabin steward. The cabin stewards work incredibly hard, and they usually clean dozens of cabins each day. And I've gotten to know many of them over the years, and they really appreciate when guests do tidy up a little bit. And I'm not saying you need to make up your bed, but don't leave clothes hanging everywhere or food scattered around. Little consideration goes a long way, and it makes their job so much easier. These crew members do work long hours to make our vacations special. The next big mistake is flushing wrong items down the toilet. The cabins will have this posted that only toilet paper and bodily waste should go down the toilet and nothing else. And there has been horror stories of the entire hallways flooded because somebody flushed the baby wipes or feminine products. You see, the vacuum toilet systems on ships are powerful, but they're sensitive. And one wrong flush can block multiple cabins. And you really don't want to be responsible for plumbing disaster that affects many passengers around you. The next mistake is taking risky selfies on the railings. And this is absolutely the most dangerous thing you can do. And there's so many stories online about people that just get banned for life from cruise lines for doing this. One slip could be fatal, and I don't care how good the photo opportunity looks, it's never worth risking your life. Cruise lines do have a zero tolerance policy for this kind of behavior, and they will remove you from the ship at the next port if they catch you climbing on railings. Another mistake is going to your cabin when you feel seasick. And this is actually might be the worst place that you can be when you are feeling motion sickness. Now, small enclosed spaces can make seasickness to feel worse. From my experience, you want to get to a larger open area in the middle of the ship where there's less motion. For many people, seeing the horizon helps them rebalance their brain. Now, the fresh air can also help you feel better much faster than lying in your small interior cabin. Another mistake is leaving charging devices unattended, and this is a fire safety issue that many people don't realize. So cabin stewards are actually trained to unplug any devices left charging when guests aren't in the room. And I've come back to find my phone unplugged, and at first I was confused, but then I learned that it is for fire prevention. So don't leave anything charging when you're out of the cabin. And if you want to avoid the biggest embarkation day mistakes that could ruin your first day, check out this video next, where I share the biggest errors people still make before the ship even sails away. Thank you for watching.